Hi, this lesson is about ledger lines. Ledger lines are small lines that musicians use to create notes that are higher than the top line in the music staff or are lower than the bottom line. Here are the regular notes in the regular staff. Line notes: every good bird does fly. Space notes: face. When you put them all together, they appear in alphabetical order. The order goes forwards as you go up and backwards as you go down. If I add more notes, I just continue the formula. This is the next note. After F comes G. After G, A, B, C. I could continue as high as I desired. As you come down, you use the alphabet backwards. E goes down to D, goes down to C, B, A, and you could continue as long as you want. Here are some notes for us to figure out. If I just see this note and want to figure it out, here is the process I would use. Number one, know what this one's name is, right there. It's a line note, so I'm going to think, every good bird does fly. Now, I'm going to talk regular alphabet up until I get here. Here's F, G, A, B. That note is a B. Here's another one. That's a really high note. I'll go play it on the piano. I'm sorry, this one. Here's how you figure this one out. Same thing. This is F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. It's a high F. If you're an alto and you find this note in your music, which sounds like this, by the way, a note I like very much, you have to go backwards to get down to its name. Similar process. The last real line is E. I'm now going to talk backwards in the alphabet. E, D, C, B, A. That note is called A. Here's an extreme one for us. Now I can figure this one out two ways. There's a shortcut. Here's the classic way. E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. Here's a shortcut. Because I had A sitting here right next to it, I could go second line, and I could start right here and know that line was called A. A, G, F, E. There are ledger lines for treble clef. Ledger lines work exactly the same way in bass clef. The names are different, but the process is the same. First off, know the regular names. The lines for bass clef are great big dogs fight animals. Big dogs fight animals. The spaces, all cows eat grass. Alphabetical order. If I add notes that are higher, I just continue where we left off. B, C, D. If I add notes on the low end, I continue backwards. G, F, E, D. And you could go higher and lower. It is every bass's dream to be able to hit this note. This note is quite low. Let's figure out its name. First off, you need to know the last real line's name. This line is G. So G, F, E, D, C. That's a low C. Tenor ones have to be able to hit that note. It sounds like this. Oh. Let's figure out its name. Know the last top line's real name. This line is called A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's a high G. There are ledger lines in the bass clef.